Ouch. Alibaba is off to a really, really terrible year. It was down over 2%, closed at $73, and it just keeps gapping down day after day. And I honestly thought 75 was going to be a very strong support, but nope, it just went down past $75, 74, and now 73. Let me see. It was at 70 not too long ago. So it was at December 13th was when it was at 70. And look, how many days did it take for it to go up to a high of 77.60? It only took a few days for it to come back down. And that's Baba for you. Again, it doesn't matter how undervalued, how oversold, how low the PE ratio is. Alibaba is not based on fundamentals. It's all about political risk. There's too much risk with these Chinese stocks. That's why they are trading at this price. There's a reason why it's so cheap, and you cannot analyze Alibaba the same way as Meta. Just because Meta ran up from $80 all the way to now $300, it doesn't mean that Alibaba is going to do the same thing. They are completely different. One is a Chinese stock and one is a US stock. Chinese stocks have been bearish for the last 3 years. Is it going to change this year? Well, so far, not looking good for these Chinese stocks. And I keep telling myself this year is going to be different. But is this year really going to be different? You can see back in 2022, it went to a low of $58. 2023 did not go that low, but it did go to 80. It did go to a low of $70 just last month. So people that bought calls back in January, a leap call for December or January this year, are down or probably lost all their money. So it doesn't matter if you bought leaps 1 year out, 2 years out. If the stock doesn't move, you're going to lose money. The stock has to move in your favor. That's why with these options are very risky. I've lost a great amount of money trying to buy weekly calls, trying to buy monthly calls. It doesn't matter. Every single time that Alibaba goes down even 1%, the options goes down 10, 20, 30%. We are now approaching almost at support, which is $70. If that breaks, it's going to be very ugly, and we don't want it to go back down to 58. I don't know what's going to drive these Chinese stocks back up. Take a look at some of the news here. It says, what's going on with Alibaba stock Friday? So it says Jack Ma, co-founded Alibaba, has been gradually reducing its stake in GoGoX Holdings, okay, Alibaba. Over the past 2 months, Alibaba has decreased its share from 12% to 8%, making billionaire Yahoo Jimbo founder of 58% the largest shareholder with 38.69% stake. This downsizing by Alibaba occurs alongside its preparation for the IPO Canyo Smart Logistics Network. Alibaba's decision to divest from GoGoX is seen as a strategic move to create synergy with its services and optimize financial returns. Then there was this news that says Alibaba stock buybacks rise in fourth quarter. Again, this is really good news, but it's definitely not helping Alibaba's stock price. And I don't know what will help price because stimulus boost is not helping. The fundamentals is definitely not helping. So what's going to drive it up? Just be very careful. I've been holding on to Alibaba for a very long time, and I don't know what's going to happen this year. A lot of people are saying this is the year for Chinese stocks to go up. Well, doesn't look that way. And take a look at these options. You know, a lot of people lost money on these calls. People thought that it was going to go to $80 by now. And guess what? Hit 77 and went back down. 80 strike calls has 10,000 open interest. That's for next week. And then January, let's see. I have some spreads, which is very close. Not doing well. And you see, for the 80 strike, January 19th, 95,000 open interest. So a lot of people are expecting the stock to go to 80 in 2 weeks. I don't think this is going to get paid out at all. Just be very careful. I've lost a lot of money and I don't know what to do. I should never have invested in these Chinese stocks. Just imagine if we bought US tech stocks, even from the very beginning, we would actually be up instead of stressing out, not getting enough sleep, not getting enough food, being in these Chinese stocks. I hope next week will be different and I hope we bounce. It's been a huge sell off in the last week. Let me know your thoughts. Did you buy more Alibaba or did you already get rid of this junk? And thanks for watching.